So this is not a video that I was planning on making. It seems that we've had a little bit of a setback here. So I decided that I would put a second camera up so that we can see kind of like the more of the full room view whenever Pharaby's talking, because I feel like there's sometimes stuff that I can tell you, but also it's better to show you, right?
1, 2, Pharaby, 3.
Yeah, baby, good job. Setback here. So Pharaby and I haven't gone anywhere except for the grocery store since maybe like March. It might have even been before that. Seriously, it's been a while. And so today I decided that I just wanted to go and get out of the house just for a minute for something to do. So we went to a small town nearby and we went to a couple little stores. And Pharaby was trying to smell everything and like kind of not listening, honestly. And so I don't know, first off, they were all like vintage stores. So it was all stuff that was like vintage, like old, like used, like has been in somebody else's house, like antiques and stuff. I'm not sure if that was the problem because we only went in 2 places and both of them have stuff like that. So I'm wondering if that was the issue, but she used to not be that way with stuff like that at all anyway. The other factor that it could be, seriously, is because she didn't have her shoes on. So I'm not sure if she was confused thinking, oh, I don't have shoes, so it's a place for me, because she always wears her shoes, except for sometimes I'll let her not wear shoes to Petco or something. So that could be the thing too. What's crazy is, I mean, we were just at the grocery store like not even a week ago and she did fine. So she usually does fine, you know, but she's super happy. I'm gonna show you. She's really, really happy right now. She had a good time. You had a good time, huh? So she just looks like the happiest girl ever. Like, I mean, she really had a good time. We weren't going out for training. We were just going out because I wanted to get out. But then whenever I got out, I realized that, oh crap, you know, I've basically had a setback here. So now the plan is, instead of like doing what we've been doing, which has just been chilling and kind of taking it easy at home a lot, now I've got to like get back to going places. And I'm super glad that I went to a place like that, because I feel like that's probably going to be the worst case scenario because of all the smells. And like I said, she's done fine with that before, but you know, I also know that service dog training never ends, and I've said that and I tell people that all the time, but at the same time, I really thought that with us going out and she was acting like good and, you know, doing everything she was supposed to do, tasking when she needed to at the grocery store, like I still thought, because to my mind, like the grocery store is like the hardest place because there's food and stuff, and everywhere else is kind of, you know, there's not all the smells. So I guess we're gonna kind of try to find out if this is isolated to vintage stores or if it's everywhere. So I'm not the type of person where I feel like I need to go out and do stuff and like see people and stuff. Like I'm totally perfectly cool here with just me and Pharaby, which is why I kind of stay here. But whenever I realized that it was causing her to have such a setback, it's kind of made me feel like we need to use it or lose it, basically. I mean, she does fine everywhere we go normally. So I kind of felt stupid, so I was telling him, like, you know, she normally does not do this, you know, because she had a service dog freaking label on and stuff. So I mean, it just looks like I'm an idiot. So I was telling them, I'm like, you know, she usually doesn't do this. I don't know what's going on. It must be the vintage stuff. I'm not sure. And they told me that there had been construction, like in part of the building where they were cutting concrete or something earlier. And so that might have been it. Maybe Pharaby could sense that something was weird and unsettled. And also, this is a very, very, very vintage old, whenever I say vintage, like this is a downtown area that was founded in like the 1800s, like the late 1800s. So maybe whatever they were unearthing down there had her kind of tripping. Maybe she could tell something was going on that was really old. So it could be that too. I hope it is an isolated incident, because I don't want to have to go back through, you know, going out as much as we did and training like we did, because whenever she was in training, I made it a point to go out like 3 or 4 times a week, which I don't like to go out, but like maybe like 2 or 3 times a month. So for me to go out that much, it was a lot for me. Also, I don't feel like I'm at a point where I'm okay to go out without her. If you have a service dog, you probably understand. Just touching her hair, like whenever I'm getting groceries and stuff, and like I need to read a package, like for me to have her to like touch even, it helps me to be able to focus on what I'm reading. So because, you know, I have a lot of food restrictions, and so sometimes I have to read labels and stuff, and also just it helps me a lot because I don't like to go out, so it helps me a lot just to be able to like pet her. And obviously if I start to have anything go on, then she can tell me too, which is awesome. But just even her presence is just helpful for me, like even if I'm not having like a health issue at the moment. So we're just gonna start going out more. Guys, I really wanted to go and buy tomato today. Like I ate all my tomatoes I bought the other day, so I kind of wanted to go buy some tomatoes while we were out. But whenever she was acting like that, I was like, absolutely not. Also, she worked barefoot. I don't know if I said that she worked barefoot, but she worked barefoot today, so that could be it too. Let me show you what I got. So this is what I got. I was just trying to find a journal because my journal is almost full. So this is what I got. So it's just a journal, and then it's rainbow, and then it has this little stretchy tab thing. And this is why I bought it. Y'all are gonna laugh. It has like rainbow lined paper, and then it has like little hearts. That reminds me of like stuff I had whenever I was really, really little. It has a little rainbow right here. But I just needed a new journal. I think I have like maybe 10 or 15 pages left in mine, and I just like to have a backup. But I didn't even think to look and see if it had a pocket in it. I bet it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. That's okay. It's super cute, so I'll use it. I like to have a pocket in my journals because what I do, guys, if you're a person who journals like I do, what I do is I go through and I mark like certain things that I would maybe have a picture for. So you kind of can't do this as you're writing because it'll, you know, indent on the pictures. But what I do is I try to remember, like, okay, for example, whenever we went to the museum, I tried to remember like, hey, I took pictures and I also wrote about it. So whenever I got pictures printed, then I could like put one in there. And so I don't put like a ton. I'll pick like one, like the best of the best, you know, or like the one that has the most precious memories to me. And so I just kind of do that. So it's not necessarily a picture every page. It might be like maybe 5 pictures for the whole entire journal that's like this big or bigger. And I really like to do that because whenever I go through them later in life, then it's super fun to look back and be like, oh my gosh, look at us, you know. And it's different than a photo album because even though I know it's in there, it's still, I don't know what pictures are in there, and like I don't go through and read my journal like a lot. So that's just something I've started doing in the past maybe like 3 journals, so maybe 2 journals. I don't know. I wish I had done that whenever I was growing up though, because that would have been so cool. Anyway, so super cute. This is by a company called Talking Out of Turn, and they're talkingoutofturn.com if you're interested in them. And this is, it's called the Meltdown Journal, which I don't know why it's called that. It kind of doesn't make sense. Like, I honestly thought it was gonna be like a mindset planner thing. And so I almost didn't pick it up since I make those. So I have those. I just wanted a journal. But I was super glad I picked it up because it does have like super cute pages. I mean, I love that. And I don't know, it just reminds me of being like a little kid in the 80s. All right, I'm gonna go figure out some food. Thanks for hanging out today. We appreciate you being here, and we will see you next week. Bye guys.